got it. I don't know what's going on here, guys, but I'm live and I'm not landscape. I'm... Just bear with me. What on earth is going on with YouTube? Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Let me get everything started so I can see what I'm doing. But now is the time to watch, you know. First of all, before I go say anything, then... Okay. I've got the comments up, I can see them there. I don't know what's happening with this. It's it's like everything's got to be shorts at the moment, so... But that's fine. We can do it this way. Listen, we know what's going on. I sat quiet, you know. I've posted on Grayscale, God bless you, sis. I've got something I need your advice on, and I'm going to mention it on here. I think we need to get acts together. All of us, not just you, me, Victoria. But Eric and Peggy Lee, God bless you all. We've seen a war, okay? Israel declared war, okay, on Hamas. Where are we, okay? Now, first of all, we've seen Hamas, apparently 1,000, I'm getting information, troops they sent in. Well, I can hear all sorts of stuff. Bear with me. I don't know what's happening. Okay, it's all right. That's fine. I can stay there. Let me get here together. I'm sitting here pondering. Okay, first off, where are we, right? How close are we? Now, we are close to rapture, guys. It could be any day, I'm saying. That's what I watch out for. Most, you know. I can put a short out on this afterwards. It's what I'm after most is rapture. But okay, these in Micah 5, 1-8, okay? That's where we read of the fourth shepherd and the fifth shepherd wars. And then we go on into the Lebanon-Judah war will occur in Zechariah 8:10. Okay, these are prophecies that are going to be fulfilled from 2008, and I don't know exactly where we are, because we looked at the 6-day war, which included, I'm sorry, it sounds complicated, take notes. Second Lebanese war will occur in Psalm 83, 1:18. Well, that's the 6-day war, which is included Egyptians, okay? So we're dealing with 7, but I think if we get this in where we're going, then we'll see what's coming. That's what I'm feeling now. We've got to be close because we're seeing it online. Let's see on the line of wars. But let's not miss this opportunity to pray. Do not stop prayer for Israel. Israel, that they'll... The loss, we call it the loss. I'm not going to make this news today, although I should have been posting news, but it is news on the social media, okay? So, very unrehearsed, feeling much better, guys. Very serious is what I'd say I am, okay? Very, very serious, because I know by this incident of a war that something is close. And if the tribulation's close, the rapture is closer. Okay? So keep watch. But where are we? Okay? Where are we? Where are we going? DW, Lucille, Heldy, or Heldi, Rebecca. We've not got many in today, or not many commented. So that's what are we looking at? War is more significant to me than the Revelation 12 sign, which has not gone away, by the way. How long can we, with these minor wars, this is not a big invasion, but where's the big invasion going to come from? We know that a lot of things, a lot of rockets got in, I believe 5,000 missiles fired, don't quote me on this, and a lot got past the Iron Dome. Well, they needed information to do that. Hamas could not do that. They have not got the technology to block the Iron Dome. So who's doing it? Well, I reckon that, and I'm pretty sure Russia is waiting. Magog, Magog, okay? And we know that at the moment Egypt is sitting quiet, but it's going to come onto the scene. And we know that Iran is wanting to go, and we know that ISIS has already pledged that if they make up a bit, they'll come on. They'll just fight for anything. And so there's what we've got going on the cards today. Let's just read one other thing. I'm going to make it a short one. Christians will be hated for Jesus' name. We've seen this. Bear with me. We know that coming into the tribulation, which is only 7 years, only, and only 3.5 years of wrath. Okay? So 3.5 years is shorter than the Second World War, but very, very long to endure. So the build-up, Damascus will be destroyed, is next. Okay? Gog of Magog war will occur immediately after Israel wins another war, Ezekiel 38. It's got to be staring us in the face, guys. It's got to be staring us in the face. I just thought I'd come on for a ponder. I think it's time. A lot of watchmen, I fear, right? I've got to share these things. That's why I'm taking my time. I fear that I could be helping the enemy. I could be working for the enemy. Okay? That's what I fear. And how many other watchmen are working for the enemy? If they're not in fear of that, then they're not in fear of the Lord. As simple as that. I fear that I'm working for him. I made a mistake putting that last video out, okay? And I confess, I put it out in a hurry. Typical of me, instant news, get it out. Wrong thing to do. That was army of 200 million by China on the boats, remember? There's not 200 million people in China, for one, okay? And thank you for a colleague of mine who've researched that for me and just said it's just nowhere in the news. It came from someone who's reliable in themselves, and don't take this personal, but it was Hal Lindsey it came from. Hal Lindsey, I think it was. Maybe wrong. What am I talking about? But it came from a reputable theorist, okay? That's what it did. So I apologise about that. We can get it wrong. And if we get it wrong, we're aiding the enemy. If we're throwing out video after video after video, I know we love it, okay, and I love doing it. Are we adding confusion? Or are we actually adding to a watch? Because nobody's had a watch state. And here's one needs working out, staring down both barrels at everyone who believes the Lord is coming back. War. Netanyahu declared war, okay? That's a war. How many wars have Israel got to have or have had since 2008? Okay, I'll count up. Bear with me, I'm not rushing. I'm not making this some whiz-bang video. I'm serious. I am serious. Is it going to be in my lifetime? I'm serious. I think it is. Okay? We know that an independent state will be created in the West Bank. Fourth Shepherd Syrian war will occur. Micah 5, 1-8. Fifth Shepherd Syrian war will occur. Same verses. Micah 5, 1-8. 58. Lebanon, Jordan war will occur. Zechariah 10, 11. Are we on that one? Are we on that one? So we've had 5 wars Israel are going to enter. They declared war. That's just straight obvious, isn't it? They've declared war. So is that 4? Is the 6-day war 3? Are we looking at 3? Remembering that 1 comes with Magog straight afterwards. Now, guess here, don't get confused. You could come on and think what's happened was a skirmish. It was 1,000 of Hamas, I believe. I believe there'll be more. There's a lot of hostage. Pray for them hostages. Both soldiers who will be tortured and who might be tortured, okay? Pray, 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 guys. You know, if you've got to do anything, watch and pray, okay? At the same time. But the rest is heading into tribulation after the wars. It's my job to try and piece together what has happened, because there's been lots of things happening. I know Magog is knocking on the door. That's the ultimate. Remember that 2/3 of Jerusalem is going to be destroyed. Jerusalem, okay? Probably Israel. Because they were talking about Jerusalem will be encompassed. Jerusalem will be surrounded. This is in tribulation. We're not going to be here, guys. Come on, now I must get out. Firstly, we need prayer for Israel, guys. Let's gather prayer. Others will be doing it. That's at least Watchman can gather prayer on their social media. What was the second thing? This reminds me of an handicapped joke. The second thing, we must get the gospel out. We must dearly get the gospel out. The gospel of salvation before the tribulation, before the 7 days. Let's call it something, because it's not, I believe, 7 years of tribulation. It's 3.5 of God's wrath. But let's count it as all tribulation, because it's coming about. It's coming about, and there's going to be people, whatever happens when the rapture's gone, there is a potential other raptures, but we need to be saved. Go with the first rapture. The first rapture, we need to be gone. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, if you believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you are saved. You are saved. You will be going. If you believe, you receive. Knock and the door will be opened. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. The gospel of salvation, 1 Corinthians 15, 1-4, is for you. Take it, run with it, and just hold on. In faith, stand in faith. It's just, I believe you, Lord. I know you came at Christmas time as we celebrate. We know you came. I don't think we'll go to Christmas the way things are going. And I know it's a pagan ceremony. But just, I came very innocently is what I'm trying to say to you. I had nobody, no family. As the youngest of 6 children, no, a mother and father were not and still weren't saved when they died. I had no way of knowing, but I came simply, and he never let me down. 54 years now born again Christian, because the Lord carried me by the hand every single way. Daddy, Daddy, you love me, and I love you. Get serious, guys. It's coming, and it's coming shortly. One thing I need to talk about is the man of perdition, okay? Not the Antichrist, or Antichrist, let's call it what we're in. I have got good intel, actually. I'm just trying to find it on the social media, that actually there's a potential that Prince Charles could be, or William. I don't think we're around long enough for William, but there's just a potential. And it's relevant to where the seat of David is, okay? So you can, and Victoria, I'll post this over to you, this information, and for anybody who wants it, well, not too many, I'm a busy boy. Okay, let me just give you, King Charles comes from the line of David, or at least the throne does, and there is very, very, very good information of where, I don't want to start a conspiracy because it doesn't matter. What matters to me is that Jesus is coming. My thing is that we will see the man of perdition, the Antichrist. We will see him as Christians before we go. Whether we see him and recognize him, but we'll see him. And this is the throne of David. I'd suggest to you, do your own research. Type up in Google, is the throne of David in Britain, okay, United Kingdom, because there is a good theory of it. So there's one to watch. There's throne on the side. Besides your prayer, besides this interest in which wars we're on, where's the Antichrist? Now the problem is, it doesn't add up as 666, so it could be a load of baloney. But he's a good friend, okay? A good friend. I'll be looking at that when I've got time. But mostly concentrate on the Middle East. People don't think can't think of the name for Christians that think that they've got it now, and it's no longer Jewish. It's no longer Israelite. We took all the glory because we said it's still Jerusalem is where God has got his throne. God sits above Jerusalem or in the universe, whatever, beyond me. And that's where he sees all the earth from. It is his. Jerusalem, where's it signed? In most of the prophecies, it's always in the prophecies. Jerusalem will be surrounded. It's always Jerusalem. The Jews of God's people, okay? So I'm saying, watch, keep your eye open on the Jews, on Jerusalem, okay? Now, did I say before Jerusalem was much bigger than it is today, but it wasn't the whole of Israel, okay? So, but one of these wars includes both north and south, okay? So watch out. What are the things we're looking for? Do you want me to watch? Come on, I need some thumbs up. I need some encouragement today. I've just walked the dogs. Could have done it from the van. Hang on. Do we do thumbs up here, guys? Do we do it on this weird thing? Yes. Thank you very much. They encourage me. I just want to let you know an encouraging note. Excuse me. I feel much, much better. Diane Bedford, Bill, God bless you. I might have to put the links in afterwards here, Bill. Something one. Oh, Bert de Vidas. Praise God. I'll be sending you that thing about King Charles, Victoria. Here's the one. There is 1 Timothy tells us the year when you see the elders. I would love to know, Bert. Go over to Discord, join, and let me know. Let me have the information. I'm not dismissing, because men and what are we doing? What are we saying? Increased understanding in Daniel 12:4. We'll have an increased understanding of prophecies. They're going to occur in the end times. So I'm not denying anyone. It's just nobody's ringing my bell. I mean, I see people out there putting on acts and shows, and oh man, there's some good ones, but there's some real picking numbers out of books and saying it could be this because it's here, and that's not how it's going to work. You know, it doesn't say in the book of Revelation, if you pick a number, only 666, of course. If you pick a number, it's going to be there. It doesn't say it. It's full baloney. But these people are doing this. Don't subscribe. Get away from them. You know, it is terrible. Diane, Brother Pete, I added you to our prayer list. Thank you. But back on that, I'm 99.9% sure, and living in fear I'm wrong, that it's a histamine intolerance. And if you people are suffering anything in your life, headaches, joint pain, bad stomach, pains in your stomach, anything at all, firstly, go on a water fast for a few hours. Just lots of water and nothing, and see if it lightens up on its own. That's how you tell it's histamine, a histamine intolerance. It causes everything. So, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. I think I've put you in the the automatic updates. You're in there because Ida had vanished, and Ida's not on today. Ida had vanished too, but default deloads, or default uploads. I'm really a mess today because I didn't plan on doing this, but because I've been sitting waiting, I'm going to sit and wait. I'm now going to study and fill my mind quite confidently in the things I know, because we are influenced by influencers, okay? That's what these programs are for, to influence you. Now, I don't want to influence you. I'd rather you see something genuine and go, oh, Pete's right. I'd rather you say, I need to check that guy out, really, because I'm worried that I'll stand before him, 1 Corinthians 13:3, and he'll go, what on earth were you doing there? What are you doing there? Get that in the fire. Not much left for you, young boy. You know, I want to be right in these end times. I've done some things on YouTube as well. Guilty, confess. Like the 200 million army when there's only 1.5 million in China. Forgive me, I won't take it down. It's not being watched at the moment. I've got a lot of bills to have a look at. I think I've even got stuff of Victoria's to look at. We need to try and fit these wars. Bill, if you've got anything on the Shepherd Wars, and which war is this, Bill? That's what I'm saying. Which war are we on? We've had the 6th day. I didn't know we'd had any more, yet we've got 5 or skirmishes. This is probably a skirmish compared to the Gog Magog and the destroying of Damascus, Gog Magog. That's how I figure it. Okay, guys? But brothers and sisters, it's weird. It's different. My screen is that way instead of that way. I don't know what's going on in the world today. YouTube are doing their own thing. And at least we're still on it, aren't we? I really want to get out daily, guys, so do pray for me. Do pray for me. It's not illness excuse now. It's coming out with the right information. Boring though I may be, I don't want to be inaccurate. I'm going to leave you with may God bless you, keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious to you this day and always, brothers and sisters. Till we see round the picnic basket. Maybe mine will be out a bit, yours will be up a bit. Okay, but do come and see me. God bless. God bless you all.